What is going on, guys? I am the Wellington here, and today I'm going to be bringing you 5 weapon features that we would like to see in WWE 2K17. So without any further ado, let's get started. First up, we have weapons in a steel cage match. Now this may not be an easy thing to implement, as weapons can't just end up in the steel cage unless you've got some form of a match type that you create, which I'm pretty sure that won't be back in the game. So I mean, they could implement it in the way of, like, you walk down the ring in your entrance and they use the same sort of feature that we've seen this year with the breakout. And what you'd basically do is you'd walk up to the steel cage, look at your opponent or look around or whatever, and then you could shake your head, drop off the steps, go to the ring apron, at which point a weapon wheel would come up on your screen, and then you could pick whichever weapon you wanted to, and then you could make your way back in the ring. And say you were a heel superstar, you could always have a little cinematic where a referee tries to take the weapon off you and you shove them to the ground or whatever and slam the door behind you. That would be pretty awesome. Next up, we have weapons in an Elimination Chamber match, which really seemed like an incredible idea to me when I wrote it down, but after thinking really hard about it, it's just stupidly difficult to implement into the game. Like, there's no physical way to get weapons in there unless you had a manager. Now hear me out in this. Imagine if you were to do in a similar fashion to what Ric Flair did for Triple H at some Elimination Chamber. I'm pretty sure it was at SummerSlam of one of the... I'm not sure, I'll look into it. Or comment it down below, let me know what it is. Where someone was eliminated and he threw a weapon into Triple H and it was his sledgehammer, obviously. I'm gonna look really stupid now if it wasn't his sledgehammer. But yeah, you could pick your weapon sort of before the match, or you could press a button and then a little weapon wheel could come up or something. Like, say you have to walk over to your manager, you could press LB and then a weapon wheel could come up, and then you could choose which weapon that you wanted, and then next time someone got eliminated they could throw it in for you and then you could get it, and it'd be something new. It'd be variety, it'd be a reason to play an Elimination Chamber, because let's face it, there isn't much reason to play an Elimination Chamber. They are quite boring. It's basically a 6-man elimination singles match. There's no weapons, there's nothing sort of individual about it, it's just an elimination match basically. Next we have a real candidate for a new weapon if the rumours are true and WWE is going to do an ECW showcase mode, and this is a barbed wire table. Now obviously this wouldn't be a brilliant new weapon, as the table animation in general is just quite shit, to be honest. I miss the days of, I think it was SmackDown vs Raw 2011, where you could press, I think it was the right stick in some direction, and you'd have the little sort of box at the top telling you like which ways you could push it to do what, and that was just awesome, and it was easy to put someone through a table. And then there were fire. Next up, we've got the ability to set things on fire. Now I'm not just talking about your old tatty tables this year, I want extreme. And this is especially important if WWE is going ECW with this new showcase mode. I want flaming tables, I want kendo sticks, 2x4s, baseball bats, you name it. I want the whole damn show, and I want to cause some serious damage. Now along with this, I'd like to see some new ways of seeing how much damage you've done, possibly burns or even just some light red skin or something. I don't know, anything, even if it's small, because you know 2K, details are important. And last but not least, a feature that hasn't been seen in a WWE game since SmackDown vs Raw 2007, which is the ability to take weapons from the crowd at ringside and use them on your opponent. Now this would be such an easy thing to implement into the game because they've done it before, they've proved it was possible. Now just do it again, because that was a brilliant feature. There was stuff like drink cups, and you could drink it and spit it on your opponent or throw it at them and blind them, and it was just brilliant. And I think one thing that the WWE games are really lacking is the variety. Like, I get that they want to go with all this realism stuff, but this needs variety because you can only play the same game for a certain amount of time without being bored. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, then make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any weapon features that you'd like to see in WWE 2K17, make sure you comment them down below. I'm Wellington and I'm out.